Slap it out. It's my thing now. I love saying that right at the start of the episode. Slap
You
it
know
out.
what, Kirkland? Eat it, you know? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a GeekVerse Cutout. I'm Travis Snell. I'm joined by Taylor Field, Dylan Munson, that bastard, Kirkland Pats. Look at these guys with their lame-ass avatar names. But
You mean lame?
Lame-ass.
Tour on Pandora.
The only reason, well, we would do this usually on a newscast, but we're doing this early because no one, unless you've seen Doctor Strange, has seen the Avatar 2 teaser. Avatar: The Way of the Water. What a fucking title. I'll let you start. So you've seen this. I think you're probably the biggest Avatar fan I know. Not saying like you like paying yourself like the Na'vi. I just don't physically know another person that's excited for Avatar. So
I pay myself like a Navi.
Oh, well, good for you, man. I'm happy for Shay. But how excited were you to see this teaser? It's coming out December. It looks like it's actually coming out. Obviously, this movie, the sequel to the 2009 movie, so it's a long time, very anticipated. Disney owns it now. What do you think? What do your beady eyes lay upon?
Yeah, this just had me super jazzed. I love the Pandora world. Again, I watch this movie like 3 times a year, and it's just
That's
Still?
fucking a
It's a
ridiculous
lot of
stat.
yeah, it's just such a it just has so many moments and characters that I love. I don't always go back to. It's just such a great film, and when we get to see this trailer now, there is just so much to be.
So 3 times a year since it come out is 39 times. I feel like you've watched it more than 39 times.
Oh, probably. I'm just
In
saying
2010,
averaging
you
out.
probably watched it like 12 times, right?
Yeah.
Probably. I know, like, a year that it debuted, it was definitely 5 or 6 times I watched it. But yeah, it's great. It's a great movie.
Okay, you're a bigger fan than me.
Is it 3 hours long? The first
Oh
one?
yeah, it's fucking long. I think it's more than that. It's like 3.
No.
Depends which edition you watch, because there's 3 different
I don't watch any of it.
releases. There's like theatrical, extended, then like super extended.
It's
So
definitely at least 3 hours. I'd say bare minimum.
Averages out at
240.
5. There you
At
go.
least 3 hours.
The theatricals,
20 minutes of rewind.
At least
Feels
3
like
hours. But yeah, this trailer, it was super subtle. The score I really liked. I just felt like I was back with the Na'vi, just like fucking. I was there, and I was ready to just, I'm not gonna say
Screams, I don't know
betray my own race, but like because
You're one of those fucking weird people that want to become a Na'vi instead of a human.
I
right?
don't.
You're
Well,
one of-
no,
you
I
are.
mean
Those
You would
people
leave
I
Madison in
don't
a second if someone came and knocked on your door.
Betray my own race.
Yeah.
that was a line from the movie. I was quoting a line like,
Like
"How's
looking
it
over at the person next to him?
How's
in
it
the aisle.
feel to betray your own race?
That's
You
gonna
think
get-
you're one of them?"
That's going to get your cut out, and that's how Taylor gets canceled. I'm ready to betray my own race.
I'm going to live with the Na'vi, and now I don't even have to be
God.
an Avatar body, because the trailer we saw a human with the gas mask on, and he was like full on Navi, like ready to be a Navi person, and
You're saying Na'vi too much.
yes, I was just super jiving with this. Like, again, the subtleties, the score was beautiful, and we just see the visuals. Man, the CGI looks so good. I'm just like flabbergasted with this, and the underwater, the new creatures. I'm really curious what the story is here, because it looked like in the first one.
too.
Yeah. Oh, in the first one, they closed down the human base, it seems like, and they send the humans back to Earth. So now in here, you have a whole new human facility. It looks like with tons of like reinforcements and ships and everything. So the humans come back. Like, what is their goal, essentially?
Yes.
Are they still harvesting? Like, are they getting revenge? It looks like you have some Na'vi that have joined up with the humans because they're part of the Jarhead clan.
I was
and-
wondering about that, yeah.
yeah, so I'm super intrigued by that, and just to hear Jake Sully talk about, family is our fortress. Like, yeah, fucking rights, family's our fortress. Let's go. I'm ready to gear and get onto my what I don't even sure what they're called, the Dragon Rider things.
I could believe you could say anything. You could say the turtle snap winders, and I'd be like, "That's the one."
Turtle snap windows. I like that.
Like, you people that love Avatar, you just sound like you're in a fucking religious
You
cult or
people.
something. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know. I have to ask you one question because I don't know the characters. So there's Jake. What was the female's name again that Zoe Saldana
Neytiri.
plays? Neytiri. Is she the one in the trailer that's pregnant or with child?
I took it as she was, yeah.
Okay,
but I mean,
you
I could be wrong.
But you don't even know that's Natiri. You've watched this movie over 39 times. You don't know if that's Natiri or not.
In this
quick
trailer,
shot. It was
I
a
know
quick
that's
shot in the
Natiri
trailer.
in the first movie, but I
No,
can't
in
confirm
this
this.
trailer. Because there's
Yeah.
a woman that's pregnant and it's by Jake Sully, or a Navi that's pregnant. So that's a big dynamic if they have a baby on the way,
Because I think they said I read something about like a synopsis of them having like 3 kids at this point, or maybe
Whoa.
something like that. Yeah, they've been busy, so
Shooting loads.
Yeah, 13 years. These are turtleneck winder, but so Taylor's very excited. Dilmas, what do you think about this? You got Avatar coming out this. Obviously, you sound like you're maybe wanting a little bit more from this teaser.
So I'm one of like the only person in the world who didn't see the first one in theaters. I guess because everyone else, because I don't know, it was the highest grossing movie ever.
It is, yep.
I did watch the movie like I think within a year of when it came out, and since then I've like just don't really ever think about it. It's not one I've ever gone back to, kind of thing. So for me, Taylor, you mentioned there's some subtleties, some things you could go into. For me, there was absolutely nothing to bite into. Like, I have no idea what to think. This could have been a Horizon Forbidden West trailer, for all I know. Like, I know what CGI is in 2022. Nothing in here was impressive. It looked like any other CGI heavy thing I've seen. And there was no story. I think there was like 2 words spoken in this whole trailer. So it did not excite me at all to go, oh, I got to rewatch the first one and go watch this. I probably will for the podcast purposes, but wow, I think this trailer sucked. And I don't know, unless you're a super fan,
Damn.
I don't know what there's there for you to bite into.
So my example, I'll go next because I was sitting in the theater and trailers were playing and whatnot. When this started to play, this was the first trailer that did get people to like sit up and like, oh, what's this? And I think that's what it is. The person beside me who was there's an original story was fucking annoying and almost ruined my experience, but we'll get into that another day. Their significant other or parent or someone, I don't know the situation, but they are like, oh, there's another Avatar coming out. And then after the person beside me went, I thought one came out already. So it is funny that it's just been that long that people are confused. But I think that's what this is. It's just a simple, which I agree with you. I watched it, like, man, there's nothing. I just watched this. Like, if you like Avatar, it's just there's more Avatar coming. That's great. Like, I agree with Taylor that they did show some Avatar, the Na'vi with like the gun stuff. So like, okay, that's interesting. Like Na'vi join the humans. Why would they do that? And you saw Na'vi working with some humans, so that's interesting. Then with a child, okay. So there's a few little things I gleamed onto, but nothing got me hyped. I think this was just, hey, this movie's legitimately actually going to come out this December, and this is just an announcement trailer, and they know Doctor Strange could likely be the biggest movie of the year. You got still Black Panther, you got Jurassic World, but Doctor Strange could be that candidate. I think this was just to like show off a bunch of random stuff, and here we are. But I am with Dylan that I am excited to hopefully we will get a story trailer, and I just hope it hooks me because I'm seeing this. We're gonna do a retro. It's one movie, and we'll see it and review it. But Avatar, I get why they'd make a sequel. Biggest movie of all time. There's lots of fans. I don't need a sequel. There's nothing that really excites me about the concept of seeing more. So yeah, it didn't pull me in. The only thing I also remember too is I forgot how big the fucking Na'vi were. When they were walking around humans, I was like, man, these things are massive. I forgot about that. So yeah, it didn't do much for me. I think this is just for people that don't follow movies like us, don't have a podcast, and like, oh, Avatar, like finally the sequel's coming out. So Kirklin, you ready to bend some water?
I'm ready to bend some water.
With those turtleneck?
I with the turtle snap and wing demon
Winders.
things,
The
whatever you call it.
winders.
The winders.
Turtle snap winders.
Fucking Christ. I really, really like the first Avatar movie. I remember seeing that in theaters with, I don't know, it's honestly probably like the last time like my original like core 4 family members, like my mom, my dad, my sister, and me, like went to a movie theater together. It's so crazy how long ago that was. It was just such a random like instance too. It was like I remember like after school, and like again, this is at a point in my life when I like didn't really know what the movies were coming out. It's just like, oh, you're going to see this movie? It's like, okay, whatever. And then just being
Your
totally
parents just
sucked
taking
into to the immersion of like what this world is. And I think that's one of the greatest things about the Avatar movies is just the world and like this fantastical world that they take you to. And yeah, I rewatched that movie last time Shay and I went to visit my sister, and again, I feel like I just kind of forgot on how like big of a scale that movie is. Like, in that movie alone, it feels like there's multiple movies in it, like just with how like long it is for like the big journey that takes you on, like Jake Sully's journey of just arriving there, being this like crippled jarhead, and then just going through the full journey. So I am totally in on the Avatar. And when I saw this teaser trailer, again, didn't explain anything story wise, but I think it just scratched that itch of like, wow, like I forgot that this is actually coming out this year, and I'm getting excited for this, and I'm fucking pumped for eventually when we have Avatar 7 coming out, because they just have a full plethora of those coming out. Eventually, once we have the technology for them, we'll be getting a movie every 20 years or so. But yeah, I'm all hunky dory for it. I'm really excited to see like the underwater CGI. I think that's gonna be something very unique from the first one, because as far as I remember, like they weren't really ever underwater. Remember waterfalls, don't remember like extended water sequences. If this one's called The Way of Water, I imagine that's a big element of the
I think
movie.
so.
Well,
I would hope so.
That's the technology too that he was waiting for, right? He wanted to do so much practical effects underwater and just have the right technology to kind of.
Well, what came first? The story that needs to be told underwater, or like he just wanting to push the envelope when it comes to
This
Probably the
scenes
latter.
underwater?
No, I don't think the story. I think the latter. I think he sees what can he do with tech, and then he bases the story around that. As the first Avatar is just Pocahontas, Fern Gully, Dances with Wolves.
Avatar-
Well, he went down to the Marianas Trench to get
Look
prepared
for the
this
Navi.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, to look for the Navi down there. Yeah.
Avatar 6 is going to be inventing his
Does
own
that actually get you
Navis.
excited for the movie though?
No, I don't know why he's saying
That
that
some
as like
guy
a pro.
went to the Mariana Trench, like
Oh yeah, I guess I'm excited.
Like,
Doesn't
what
get
does
me
that have
excited
to do
for
with the movie?
It's just
Yeah.
a random fact, but yeah,
You gotta immerse
I'm
yourself.
super pumped.
He actually didn't need this for the money for the movie. He just conned the studio so he go fucking exploring downtown in the water. But he didn't need any of this. He could have made this movie like 10 years ago. He's like, no, I need to go Marianas Trench. There's some inspiration there for me for the next Avatar trilogy.
That's what I'm gonna pitch to you guys. If I gotta be on that review for The Way of Water, I need to take out a GV loan, go to the Marianas Trench, rent a
If
submarine.
you're talking about
and-
betraying your
Sure,
own
we'll
race.
pay you. We'll pay you when you get back, though. We'll pay you when you get back. Yeah, not when you're going there. So, well, anything else to add on Avatar: The Way of the Water?
It's probably just gonna be again a good follow up in the sense where the first Avatar
Again
at
a
times-
good. Again a good. Okay.
Again, a good. You feel like a piece of shit as a human being, but then you can feel good about being a human being. It's a weird balance that this movie can kind of bring, where you hate yourself and love yourself. So
Wow, Taylor's ready to betray his.
I never hated
That
myself.
confused me.
Yeah, that was a religious rant right there. Anyways, that'll do it for this Avatar tease. Let us know. This will be coming in December. Like I said, if the date sticks, we will do a retrospective and we will be reviewing this movie. So I think it'll be nonetheless a fun review. I can already tell by the dynamics here. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear from us next, won't be boring.
Peace.